Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Classic Gamer 74. I'm your host, Anthony Gamer, and I'm Larry the Lion, and today we're going to be looking at some homebrews for the Colecovision. Now, many of you know I'm not a real big fan of the Colecovision. Yeah, me neither. But I do admire the graphics and the great job that these people did on making some of these games. Of course, you can purchase these games for yourself. Best way is to contact the creators personally. A lot of them are on the Atari Age forums. You can find them there. I'll try to give the names of the creators if I have them. Some of these I've had for quite a few years and I don't exactly know who the creator is. But I'll do my best so that you can purchase these games if you'd like to. We're going to keep this series going for quite a while as I haven't been feeling too good lately and I haven't been making videos for a couple weeks. So we're going to keep the homebrew thing going for quite a while so that I can showcase the work that many of these great homebrew programmers have done. Are you ready to start? Oh yeah, ready when you are. Alright then, so let's get into the Colecovision homebrews.
Alright, before we get started, a quick note here. We had well over 100 homebrews to choose from. Yeah, so what we did was we put them in a randomizer app we found online, and we picked out a few for you. Yeah, so, which means we're going to be revisiting this a couple more times. Oh, we sure are. And again, we both really enjoy showcasing some great homebrew programmers that are out there, and all those that are willing to share. I'm willing to share and help you guys out. So anyway, even though we picked these out randomly, we're going to do them in alphabetical order. So without further ado, let's get started. And our first game for today is one of your personal favorites. Oh, that's correct. And that is Bank Panic. This was released in 2011 by Team Pixel Boy. You'll be seeing their names a couple times on here. That's correct. Now, getting used to the controls here is a little difficult because of the fact that if you played the arcade game, you had 3 buttons, and it's just amazed me sometimes when they have tried to port this game out and not have 3 buttons at your disposal. But with a little bit of practice and accidentally shooting the wrong people, you can get the hang of it just like in the arcade game, and it is just as much fun as the arcade game itself was. Matter of fact, that was one of the very first episodes I ever did. I believe it was episode 2 or 3 where I talked about the arcade game, so you know this one's going to have a special place in my heart. Alright, next up we have a Sega classic, and this is Bejeweled. This particular port was programmed. I'm going to do my best here. Daniel Bienvenu and Matthew Prue, I believe. I really apologize, gentlemen, if I mispronounced your names. But anyway, Bejeweled is quite a classic. Now, back in the day, people that were Sega fans loved Bejeweled. Yeah, and people who were Nintendo fans loved Tetris. Yeah, so it was kind of a back and forth. Me, personally, I liked both games. So, you know, they're different. They're puzzle games, but, you know, some people have to pick a side. Alright, next up we have another game by Team Pixel Boy, and this is also another Sega game. This is Black Onyx. It is a 3D dungeon crawler. Really fun, just beautiful graphics, just pushing the Colecovision to its limits. Also don't forget, guys, check before you purchase these and make sure that you don't have to get that special add-on for the ColecoVision. What's that thing called? I gotta check real quick. The Super Game Module. So please check with the programmers, because I believe this is one of those games that you actually need it. So check with the programmer before you buy it, just to be sure. Alright, now I'm gonna go on record now. Okay, and just say that I love this game. This was a surprise great game. I didn't know anything about it until I played it, and I really, really like it. This is Children of the Night, another Team Pixel Boy game. But I'll tell you what, this game is so cool. It's got elements of Legend of Zelda, RPG stuff, strategy. It's just everything cool. Plus, it's, about vampires all mixed into one. So if you like any of those type of games, check this game out and get this game. I guarantee you will not regret it, and you will have a lot of fun playing it. If any of you other people out there that are listening have played this game, let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. The game, in my opinion, totally steals the show today. All right, so now we're gonna do a game that it seems like everybody is making for Homebrew, and that's Flappy Bird. I mean, they did a nice job on it, don't get me wrong, but I am so tired of this game. I know it seems like it's one of those games that everybody just wants to make a homebrew of. I don't think it's difficult. I think that's part of the reason, and the game does have quite a following, but yeah, I'm kind of tired of it too, but to be honest, they did a great job with it. All right, next up we have Flora and the Ghost Mirror. That's correct, and this is by Daniel Bienvenu. I'm really sorry, sir, if I pronounce your name wrong. This is a neat game here where you're collecting stuff. You have magic, you're collecting pieces, you're trying to protect, I think, the flowers here. It's a pretty cool little game. Reminds me a lot of that game I used to play a lot when I was a kid, that Leprechaun game. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yep, kind of along those lines. So, you know I'm going to like this thing. All right, now we're talking about a real true classic, and that is Gauntlet. Believe it or not, I did not like this dungeon crawling game when I was a kid. I don't know why, I just didn't. I think because I just got a little overwhelmed with all the enemies that come. But man, once you get the hang of it, it's almost impossible to stop playing. Does this game actually have an ending? I don't know, because I've played it for hours and hours on end, and the levels just keep going on and on and on. If you've never played Gauntlet, I don't know what planet you're from, but in this game, you are this hero, a warrior wizard, and you're going around collecting treasure. You're trying to fight these enemies off, and then you have these spawners that just send bunches of them at you. It's a fun game. It's a classic. There's no other way to put it. It's a classic. Definitely one of those legendary games. And this is a great port. This is a wonderful port. That stays true to the original game, so check it out. All right, and next up we have Night Lore, again by Team Pixel Boy. Now, for those of you that have been watching this channel for a while, or if you happen to be from the United Kingdom, this game should look kind of familiar to you. That's correct. This was actually a port of a game for the ZX Spectrum, and they did a very nice job of keeping that charm, that crispness that only the ZX Spectrum had. Contrary to whether you like it or not, you can't deny that the ZX Spectrum had its own unique look and charm. And that's what you have with this dungeon crawling game. And boy, this game is fun. It's so addictive. If you've never played the game on the ZX Spectrum, you're going to really enjoy it. And if you did play it on the ZX Spectrum, I think you're going to really enjoy this, as they did it justice. So again, this is Night Lore. Give it a try. All right, what is this? This is Kobashi. Okay, what do you do? Well, from what I'm able to figure out, you're trying to get the fish before the other fish do, so you don't die. Okay. Yeah, this game was made by Desire and Envy and Divik Joyrex. Interesting game. I believe this is a port of a game from somewhere, but yeah. Okay, let's move on. You ready? Oh yeah, let's move on to the next game. Alright, now this next game is Mo Pai Ranger. This is a game from Korea, and if memory serves me correctly, I believe this was the first Korean game we ever put on this channel. That's correct, it is. Now this game was on other game consoles like the MSX. It's not a bad game, really. It's kind of cool. It's got that kind of little charm to it that, if you've never played other games from Korea, they've got their own kind of little charm as well. As you're going around trying to rescue these little creatures and stop these other ones from getting to them. It's a really cool and kind of a cute little game. It's kind of got a mappy feel somewhat, but anyway, it's a really unique game, and definitely give it a try. I really think you'll be impressed. Okay, next up we have NSub. Now, I want to apologize because I don't know who made this game. Yeah, originally it was a Sega game, I believe, an arcade, and I know it was released for the Mark III or Sega Master System, depending where you were in the world. But yeah, we couldn't find who made it. Yeah, it was released in 2021. That much I know. This is a cool game too because you have to shoot up, down, side to side. Yeah, you got enemies coming at you all over. Probably one of the best submarine fire games I've played in a long time, and definitely a lost classic. Well, unless you've heard of it before. I think I'm kind of late to the game. Yeah, me too. Okay, and I am so glad this came up because it's great to once again show the work of a friend of this channel and one of the greatest homebrew programmers ever and a genius in his own right. All right, let's not overdo it, okay? And that is Oscar Toledo with his awesome game, Princess Quest. I showed this before when we did the episode on his games, as he also made this for the Intellivision and really showed people how to do it in his books. I'm looking forward to more stuff from this guy. About everything he makes is just amazing. So again, you can find Oscar on the Atari H forums with some of these other folks. Let him know that you're interested in checking his games out and tell him that Anthony sent you. Alright, once again, we have another Team Pixel Boy, and this is a port of an arcade game. This is Rally X. In this game, you are driving around in this Indy car. You are trying to pick up flags, gasoline, and trying not to hit the other cars. A surprisingly addictive maze game. We just had hours of fun playing. Oh yeah, remember we used to play in the arcade? I do remember that, and I remember I wasn't very good at it. You still aren't, whatever. Anyway, this again is by Team Pixel Boy, and this is Rally X. Alright, next up we have yet another Team Pixel Boy game port, and this is Secret of the Moai. This kind of platformer game is pretty cool, and I believe it was also a port of some kind. Yeah, I believe it was. I think it was, obviously it was an arcade game, but I'm not... No, I can't find it anywhere on here, so I'm not really sure where it came from. If any of you know where this game came from, let us know in the comment section below, because I don't have it on any other platform. So, even though the game is really cool, I'd like to see the original. If this isn't an original, let us know. Alright, and our final game for today by Under4MHZ, I guess that's how we pronounce it, is Snake. Now, this is kind of like the line game. You're going around eating stuff with the snake, trying not to bump into yourself again. It's a pretty cool game. Simplistic, but definitely a lot of fun. Oh, yeah, like that other game that they had for the Intellivision. What was that called? Snafu. Oh, yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, it's kind of like that. But, great game. Like you said, nothing really a lot to it, but man, it's a lot of fun, and that's all that really matters. And again, this is our final game for this video. In our next episode, we're going to have more homebrew games as we continue on with our homebrew celebration. This next one will be about games made for the Atari 5200 and the Atari 8 computers.
Well, that brings this episode of Classic Gamer 74 to a close. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, let me know by giving me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to click that little bell icon down there so you'll be notified when I upload new episodes. Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon page. We got some great stuff there that you're not going to find anywhere else. It doesn't matter what level patron you are, if you're $1, $5, or $10, you always get access to all our cool stuff. So please help us out on Patreon. The link is in the description below. Well, until next time, I'm Anthony Gamer, and I'm Larry the Lion, and we will see you all in the next episode. Until next time, be strong, be safe, be happy, be healthy, and above all, take care of each other, be kind to each other, and stop hate of all kinds. See you soon. Bye. Bye, everyone.